Hello, my wonderful kindergarten and first grade artists. Today we will be talking about color. And we just read Swatch, The Girl Who Loved Color. And in this we talked a little bit about color. And like we talked about how to make green with blue and yellow. And today we will be looking at primary and secondary colors. Primary, we learned, are red, blue, and yellow. Secondary are two of those colors mixed together to make a new color. So for instance, we can make green with blue and yellow, we can make orange with red and yellow, or we can make purple with red and blue. So today we will be working with swatch and making a winter scene. And today I will be showing you a couple ways to make snowflakes, and we will be using colors that are primary and secondary. So you can see I have red here, orange, and yellow, and then I have green, blue, and purple. I will be showing you some different techniques. And for what you will need for this project is a blank white sheet of paper, a pencil, draw it light till you get it right, because we will also be using Sharpies and markers. If you don't have markers, that's fine. You can use any other thing to color with, like crayons or colored pencils. That works just fine too. That's just what I want to work with for this project. Okay, let's start with drawing some snowflakes. So I like to have my paper horizontal. You can have yours vertical or up and down, or side to side like I do with the horizontal layout. I'm gonna put my name right down here, so I remember that it's mine. Okay, so for snowflakes, the easiest way to do this is by drawing a big X shape. And I will be going over this in marker in case you can't see. So big X shape, that's easy, right? Just two lines crossing like this. And then we will be making a line that goes right through the middle. With me so far? So then I'm going to try to make this shape, this snowflake. And to do that, I make a nice rounded triangle. So it's just going to be like a pointy triangle. And then I turn my paper because it's much easier. I make that shape, connecting to the last one and filling in this little space right in between the two lines we created. So I'm going to just quickly do that. And then when I go along, you don't have to have 6 different snowflakes. You can make whatever your favorite one was that you tried out, or you can create your own snowflake. I'm just going to show you a few techniques that you can use. So what I'm doing up here is I'm drawing V shapes. So V, a small V on top, and a larger V on the bottom. Small V on top, larger V on bottom, small V on top, large V on bottom, small V, little v, small v, little v. And did you know that all snowflakes are different? Every single snowflake you can catch in your hand is going to look totally different from one like your friend catches. So I'm going to get a blue color out and make this snowflake blue. So I'm just going to trace it. I outlined mine in my demonstration, but it was a little bit harder to see the color. So I kind of just want to do it in the color and see how I like that better. So we're just tracing all those. And I don't have to do this for all of them. It would make this video a lot longer. But just remember that we're working with primary and secondary. Blue is a primary color. And then I have a nice, beautiful snowflake right here. And then I can erase those pencil marks if I want to. They don't bother me too much. Okay, so there's one snowflake. And then to make this snowflake, that one's really fun too. So I make a big, I'm gonna make my X a little bit scrunched out. So I'm gonna make one side of my X and then one line crossing it like that. Make this line a little bit longer. And then I have a longer line crossing it right in the middle, going up and down. And then I make a small circle in the middle. And then I can cross out those lines, or erase those lines that are in the middle. And then we go back to make those V lines. But it's going to be a little bit closer to our inner circle. And you do that all the way around. And then we're going to make little diamond shapes. Diamond shapes are four-sided, and they kind of look like two triangles on top of each other without the line in the middle. And I'm not sure what color I'll make this one. It might be green later on. We'll see. If you watch till the end of my video, you'll see what color I made it. Another one I really like is the biggest one I made on my example is this one. So this one is a little bit trickier. So we do a plus, a nice big plus, make that line a little bit bigger, and then we make our X shape in the middle. So one line going through the middle, and then one line going through this part. See? And that looks like a very big snowflake, but we're going to make it a little bit more detailed. So again, we make our V shapes at the end here. And yeah, so like I said, you can make however many different snowflakes you want. I just wanted to give you different options. So if you wanted to try out some of these techniques, it would be great to see them. Remember, I like to hear about what you think of the project when you do your Flipgrids. So if you had fun or if you had difficulty trying one of the examples, let me know. Okay, so let's get back to these. So what I'm doing here is I'm making little triangle shapes, kind of like our diamonds we made over here. These are diamonds. It's like the top of a triangle. See, we can make a triangle just like that. We just don't make the bottom part. So it's just like an upside down V shape. So I like that. So that's another way you can make a snowflake. And I'll do one more, I think. And then, so here's another one I really like. So we'll go do our plus shape. with the X. So X through the middle, make that a little bit longer. And then we're going to make a hexagon. So that a hexagon is a 6-sided shape. So it starts with like a triangle on the top and bottom, or an upside down V, and then a line connecting them. And for my snowflake, I just erase those little lines. So and I'll fast forward through the coloring part, so you don't have to watch me color. And then I'll show you a really cool way to draw up swatch if you wanted to add swatch to your scene. You don't have to. You could fill up your entire page with snowflakes if you wanted to with different colors. Just make sure you use your primary and secondary. So there's my snowflake. And then I add little, I might make some of these lines longer, but I add little circles to the top. Snowflakes are all about shape and line. And you guys have been working a lot with shape and line, especially with our last project with the polar bears. Okay, so I'll fast forward to this next part so you don't have to watch. Okay, so now we're gonna add a little background to our snow scene. So what I like to do is I like to draw like a little hill. So we're gonna just do a very curvy line across the bottom of our paper. And maybe you could do like a tree, or you could put like a moon, or just fill your sky with snowflakes if you wanted to. And I like to add swatch because swatch controls the colors, the wild colors that we created here. So I'm going to show you how I drew swatch. So what I did is I'm actually gonna erase my name. I'll just put it on the back. I started by making shapes. So I drew a line that kind of curved and kind of disappears on the edge of my paper. And then you draw a line. This is gonna be her waist. And then you just draw another line like she's walking. And then draw another, this is gonna be kind of a rectangle of sorts. And draw a line for her other leg. So these are just two lines parallel to each other. And they represent her legs. And then we're gonna draw a box for her like stomach and her chest. So I just draw a box to start. See? Simple enough, right? And then I draw a neckline. So sometimes I just like to do a triangle and then erase the top. So that's what I'm going to do here. And then for her arms, they're just really long rectangles. So you go down like this. And they connect like right where her armpit would be. So, see? And then you can erase this little helper line. Drawing people and objects is all about drawing line and shapes. See, we can draw a little line for her elbow right here. And like I said, you do not have to draw a swatch. I'm just showing you a way that I drew swatch in case you would like to try it out. And then I have one of her arms coming way up like this. Maybe not that far. Like she's dancing. So, comes up like this. And then she has pointy fingers. So I'll draw a rectangle and then draw triangles on it. You'll see that right here. So rectangle, and then 5 triangles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can kind of give her just like a weird looking hand. It's not very, the style of the book was not very realistic. It's more fun. I think stuff that doesn't look as realistic are just really fun. So I'm going to curve that line out to be like where her shirt ends. And it looks kind of like she's dancing. And before I give her a head, I'm going to give her her like cane that she carried around, like in this book. But I made it look like a candy cane because we're doing a winter scene. So, long rectangle like this. Long line. And parallel lines are lines that are right next to each other that never intersect. So here I am just curving lines at the end, and then I made stripes for the candy cane. It's like she's directing all of the snowflakes behind her. And then the box that we did before for her other hand, it's just like a curved shape. So you're just doing curved lines that connect to the candy cane, and like a swirly shape that comes down to look for her, like her fingers. There we go. So now it kind of looks like she's holding it. But before we go any more detailed, let's make her a head, because, you know, people need heads. So we'll make a nice big shape like this, like a big circle. That connects at the bottom for a neck. And then she has this really cool headband that's blue. So I'll give her that nice big headband. And then she has really long flowing hair, so I'll make that shape. I'm going to dramatize it, so I'm going to make it really long. So it's going to go past her cane right here. And then it kind of swoops around and is in front of her face. And then we can make other strands of hair which are just lines that come down where her headband is. For hair, I don't always get super detailed. I just make lines. It's all about making lines. It makes it look fuzzy. So I make a basic shape and just go with it and make these really long curved lines. And we can add more when we go to color it, which you'll see in the last part of my video. Her eyes are circles. And I add little lines for eyelashes and then a circle in the middle. And then her mouth is a big round U shape with an M and a W in the middle. And then for her nose, I just do 2 little V's. And then I just give her some freckles for detail. And then she has this cool little, I don't know if it's war paint or birthmarks or what, but she has these cool like red and blue marks right there. So yep, and you can be as detailed. You can decorate her shirt. She has lines on her shirt in the book. You can make crisscross shapes. But yeah, be as detailed as you want with your winter scene.